check before. Is it okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, the light went out. All right, so the center of the TV is 37.5, so that would be 18 3/4. Yeah, 18 3/4. So that's the center. So this hook, ideally, that was where it would be on the center. It's going to hook on, or no, it's going to hook on these hooks. So if this is the center, it's going to hook on these hooks. That's the center line right there. There we go. We'll do that. We'll go down one because this hole, we put one in there, and then this hole will be resting on the upper end of this groove. So that's only an inch off center. And we're using the shortest screws on this TV. It says not to use a drill, and we could get a couple turns on this screw, so it's probably not too small. So this is 3 holes down from the top. And this is 400 millimeters by 300 millimeters. This is 15 7/8 by 11 7/8. Or thereabouts. Hand tight, no drill. All right, so what's gonna happen now is we're gonna hook our TV on these hooks right here, and then after it's on, we're gonna go ahead and tighten this, and there's already a hole right here, so we'll tighten these brackets so it's not gonna come off the mount once it's on. So that's all we have to do. We didn't need to add any extensions or anything like this to make this bigger, because this is 400 by 300, and when you shop for it, you wanna measure for that, certainly. So now we're just gonna pull this out. So this is what it's actually going to get hung on. There's a screw hole right there, and a screw hole in this one, and a screw hole in this one. So we're just going to line those up. So they're going to go like this when we get it in there, and then we'll put screws in those 2 holes right there. So that's going to go right inside there. Line the holes up. Okay, now we just gotta add our 4 screws. So these are number 4 screws, and they go on with an Allen wrench supplied. What's going to happen is, because the center is here, one bracket's going to hook here, one bracket's going to hook here, and we'll slide the TV over so the center of the TV is right where the center of our wall is. And that's what's real nice about these brackets. But first we got to lock them in. So it's adjustable left and right, and it's adjustable up and down, and it's adjustable on angles like this. So you can pretty much do whatever you want. Our living room TV is on a 45. This TV here is just going to be horizontal, parallel with the wall. These are plastic pieces, and they kind of just decorate it up. But the TV can't slide off left or right because of this piece right here. So these are plastic pieces, and it's just a decoration. See it? And that's going to hook on there, and we will lock the TV onto the rails, and that way it can't be accidentally bumped off the rails. Oops. So now we'll Velcro up this cord because we're going to have way too much. We moved the outlet from down low to up high. Now we want to go ahead and see if we can get this centered a little better. All right, so we know the center of the TV, we want it about 81 inches. So we got to move it over 8 inches or a foot. All right, There we go. So that should look pretty centered. All right, so when you look at this from dead on, it's sitting a little bit lower here, higher up in this corner. So there is a place on the back of the TV mount to adjust that with. These screws right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. When we loosen those, we'll be able to lift this end up a bit to get it perfectly level. So now we just loosen each of them at least a little bit so that they'll slide. And the reason it was probably dipping was because we had this slid to the end of the rails, so there's more weight to the left, and that's causing it to sag a bit. So now we can do the tilt. If you want it to tilt forward, this right here, by loosening this, it's allowing it to tilt forward a bit. And so now lift this back to where it should be, because we don't want any tilt in this. Whoopsie. And we'll just go ahead and tighten this up. Now we want to tighten these clips on the rails. That'll lock it in place so it won't slide back and forth on the rails. And it's going to get pretty close to the wall. And ran a new outlet up behind this, so it's all going to be clean, no cords, as soon as we get this piece back in front of it. Hope this video helps. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.